In a matter of weeks, New York State will decide the fate of a controversial medical bill. This weekend, Illinois became the 12th state to provide medically assisted suicide for those who are terminally ill adults. And as Junior Side's Natalie Foss explains, New York State could follow.
By the end of the year, New York State will soon know Governor Kathy Hochul's decision on the Medical Aid in Dying Act. She said at a press conference on Friday she's doing all of the research she can to make the best decision for New Yorkers.
We're looking at it very closely, and this is a very difficult one. You know, there's a moral aspect of it, a religious aspect of it as well. There are a lot of people in opposition to this as well, and so I have to factor all those considerations. But for me personally, I have to set aside my religious upbringings in this case, as I've had to do in some other tough situations, and do what I think is best for the people of the state of New York.
If passed, it would allow mentally competent, terminally ill adults to receive a prescription to take on their own to end their own life. Something that advocates for the bill, like Corinne Carey from Compassion and Choices, says is the right thing to do.
This simply provides an option for someone who is facing the end of their lives, whose death is inevitable, to ask for mercy and compassion.
But there are also New Yorkers who are against the bill and want the governor to veto it. Bob Bellafiore, spokesperson for the New York State Catholic Conference, says the bill could lead to disasters and mistakes.
And none of what we're talking about are scare tactics or religion. We're talking about the reality of what this bill means and how this ends up creating a culture where life becomes disposable.
Carey says nobody would be required to participate. It would be completely up to the patient.
Under this law, no one would be able to request medical aid in dying on behalf of anyone else. Only the terminally ill person can request it for themselves, and then at the end, they have to be the one to self-ingest the medication.
Bellafiore says while there are some safeguards to keep the bill from getting out of control, he's worried if the governor passes it, that could change.
Once that door gets opened, not only does it not close, it just expands.
On your side, Natalie Foss, Channel 2 News.